Hello students, today we discuss single phase full bridge inverter with resistive load. So first of all, the circuit diagram. When we are discussing single phase full bridge inverter, that time instead of two voltage source we are using only one voltage source, that is V suffix X. And there are four switches Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 are connected over here, and a resistive load is connected across the switches. So in mode 1, in per mode, a pair's anti-parallel switches will operate. That means Q1, Q2 will operate for first mode, and for the second port, Q3 and Q4 will operate. And when we are choosing resistive load, that time we can see that as per the circuit diagram, 4 diodes are also connected over here, D1, D2, D3 and D4. But when we are choosing resistive load, that time these diodes are deactivated. But when we are using RL load, that time inductive energy will flow through this diode. So that time we will discuss the function of these diodes. So first of all, in case of first mode, when this D1 and when this Q1 and Q2 switch will operate. So first of all, when Q1 and Q2 will in on state, that time the direction of the current should be from source voltage, from source to Q1 switch, then to load, then after Q2 switch, then again it will come back to the source again. So this is the direction of the current in first mode when Q1 and Q2 are in on state. So across the load terminal we are getting positive voltage. So this terminal should be positive and this terminal should be negative. We are getting positive Vs voltage across this load terminal. So this is our first mode. In the next mode, when this Q3 and Q4 switch are in on state and Q1 and Q2 switch are in off state, that time the direction of the current should be from source voltage to Q3 to the load terminal, then again D4 Q4 to again the source voltage. So across the load terminal we are getting reverse voltage with respect to the previous mode. So this terminal in this second mode, as per the direction of the current, this terminal should be positive and this terminal should be negative. So with respect to previous mode, we are getting reverse voltage across the load terminal. So if we draw the output voltage with respect to time, output load voltage with respect to time, then we can get in mode 1 positive voltage, positive Vs voltage as the source is connected, that is V suffix S. So positive Vs voltage in first mode. In the next mode we are getting negative Vs voltage. Again in the next mode we are getting positive Vs voltage, and in the next mode we are getting negative voltage. So this kind of alternative voltage we are getting across the load terminal. So if we have a look the output waveform, so this is Vs1. That means in the first mode Q1 and Q2 switch will operate. Q1 and Q2 switch will operate. So obviously Vs1, that means voltage across the first voltage due to the first mode Vs1 and this is positive voltage due to Vs2 due to the second switch Q1 and Q2. In the next mode, Q3 and Q4 switch will operate. In the next mode, Q3 and Q4 switch will operate. So that is reverse voltage. So this is Vs4 and Vs3. And the output voltage waveform, if we consider the load terminal, this will be our output voltage waveform. This is for mode 1 and this is for mode 2 and it will repeat with respect to